Everyone, welcome to your daily morning practice. This is a modified version for those of you that want to take it easy or just starting back and exercise. Remember that there are 4 parts to this practice. Remember to take it easy, stay calm and relax. And throughout the 4 parts, we're going to move from activating the body, warming up, increasing circulation, to doing some strength training, stretching, breathing to clear out more energy. And eventually we're going to finish up with meditation to connect deeper within ourselves and to silence our mind and start the day off right. So let's go and start off with part 1, tap massage. We're going to be doing hops, raising your shoulders up and down. You don't need to come off the ground very much. If you have pain in your feet or your ankles, you can even just bounce a little bit here, okay? The whole idea here is to shake the body, moving the shoulders up and down. Exhale through your nose every time you come down, like this. Next, drop down arms. Fling your arms down. Imagine that you have water or dirt on your hands and you're just trying to get rid of it. Fling it down, releasing the tension from your forearms, your arms, and your shoulders. Bounce every time, come down, and exhale through your nose like this. Let's go into heart openers. Removing the tension from your chest and your shoulders and your upper back. Keeping your arms really, really loose. Having them tap when you come together. And keeping the arms very loose. Oftentimes people do this, controlling the arms. Keeping it really loose allows you to loosen up the body, warming up the joints. Exhale through your nose every time you come together, like this. Your inhale can happen through the mouth or directly through your nose. Next move, full twist. Go ahead and look over your shoulders and allow your arms to stay really loose and have them tap onto your sides as you look all the way around over your shoulders. Remember, the goal here is to keep your arms loose, to pivot through the spine so we can open up the circulation in the spine. Exhaling through our nose every time we turn. And doing your best to have a full wrap with your arms around the sides so you can massage your back, your sides, and your stomach. And trying to not pay attention to the turn and only pay attention to the place that you're looking right behind you. This allows you to avoid getting dizzy. Let's go ahead and look forward. Let's go into a low twist. Keeping your arms loose again, twisting at the hips, exhaling through your nose on each side, and just keeping your arms really loose and having them tap onto the front side of your hips, your lower abdominal and stomach. Side to side hips. Moving your hips from side to side, moving into your hips every time. So this way you can massage your hips, your glutes. You can even move your arms in the front as well. And on your breathing, you can just breathe normal in and out of the nose. Lower body tap. Tap everywhere in the lower body, underneath the waistline. You can tap as hard as you like or as soft as you like, as fast or as slow. So we can start to increase the circulation even more directly by tapping our body, stimulating the nerves, helping them to relax, helping them to stay open. And now let's go to our lower back. Notice how I'm tapping with the top of my hand here, top of the wrist. Now let's move into stomach and sides, chest, left chest, and now right chest. One of the easiest ways to tap is to make a cup with your hands. You can also leave it kind of loose. You can close up your fist a bit if you like, but this is typically the universal and the easiest way to tap. And it usually feels the best as well. Left arm up, down the side. Make sure to go all the way from your armpit all the way down to the sides and all the way back up. And now let's tap onto the shoulders and the neck. Starting with the neck and working your way down. And now down the back of the arm, and up the inside. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. So right arm up, tap down the side, and back up. Let's go to the neck, and down the back of the arm, and up the inside. And now let's go to the head, tapping all the way towards the back of the head so you can cover the entire head. We carry a lot of tension and pressure in our head and our face, so tapping on it really helps to start to remove that tension so we can feel more at ease. Let's go tap onto our ears. Now our face, jaw and cheeks, mouth and nose, whole face, top of the head, and done. Up and down breathing, we're gonna look up, inhale through our nose, and then we're gonna look down and we're gonna exhale through our mouth, making a sound shh, like you're telling somebody to be quiet. We're gonna do that 10 times. Let's begin. Last one, breathe in, look down, breathe out, hold your breath, rotate your neck around in the circle. And now let's go the other direction. Continue to hold your breath if you can. And if you need to breathe in, feel free to do so. Let's turn to the left and right. And now look forward and breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. All right. It's that new first wave of relaxation. So a lot of times you can feel a flood just kind of come through. So now, let's go ahead and rub our hands together, clap twice, and go up and down the side of the nose. This is called a nose bridge massage. So let's start to open up the passageway for our nostrils to breathe. Let's go around the eyes in the direction of our eyebrows to massage the eye muscles. Now hands over the ears, ear circles, other direction. Hands over the nose, nose circles, and also other direction. Next, left, right, alternating nostril. Take your thumb, press one nostril, inhale through the mouth, double exhale through the nostril, and switch, switch. Let's do 2 more on each side. And then now let's charge up the hands again by rubbing them together. Take your thumbs, press it onto your temple. Right here on the side, there's a little crevice here. Fingers place on your head, press through your thumb. About a 7 out of 10 in firmness. 1, 2, 3. Release. Press again. 1, 2, 3. And release. Make a knuckle. Press right here in the crevice, above the lip, underneath the nose, right here. Take your other hand, place it over your fist, and push in. 7 out of 10 in pressure. And release. One more time. 1, 2, 3. And release. Hands on your hips, feet apart. This is a power stance here. We're going to do eye circles and tongue circles. So our eyes go around in a circle like this, and our tongue does the same on the inside like this. Now let's do the other direction. This is a great way to remove tension from the face, from the mouth, and you'll feel really well afterwards. Okay, so now let's warm up the wrists. Let's go back to drop down arms. Heart openers. Remembering to keep the body loose. Full twist. Face forward, and now mid twist, which is similar to a low twist Instead, you're tapping onto your chest, your arms, keeping the arms really loose. Exhaling on each side like this, or every other side like this. High twist. Same thing, but have your arms go up a little bit higher onto the collarbone, onto the neck. And if you notice when I turn around, my arms are also tapping on the back as well. Now let's move into side-to-side hips. And right into hip circles, drawing a circle on the ground with the hips. Keep your head centered, so you don't need to move like that. Just keep it right here centered. Just have the hips. You can place your hands onto your waist as well. This helps you stabilize and do the other direction. And now let's move into kidney massage. Top of the wrist, place it onto your kidney, and then just rest it here. And from here, go ahead and bounce. And if it's hard for you to bounce, then you can move your arms. But the bouncing allows you to be able to move your arms automatically, so you're able to allow your shoulders to relax. Exhale through your nose every time you bounce like this. Now continue the same movement, except we're going to take our hands, place it here on the side, press all the way into our waistline, and continue to do exactly the same. This is a stomach massage, clearing our intestines, increasing our gut health, helping to move everything downwards. Next, arm circles. So have your arms go back, dropping the body down every time. Your arms come down and exhaling through your nose like this. Other direction. And now we're going to do power-ups. We're going to look up towards the sky, arms reaching towards the sky. We're going to jump just a little bit, and we're going to make the sound "hoo" blowing out through air through our mouth. So let's go do this 20 times. Let's begin. Hoo, 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 hoo. All right, great job. Great way to clear energy from the dantian, the stomach area, all the way through your throat. So bring the energy upwards. Now we're going to move into part 2, strength training. We have a short strength training session here. Let's come down to the ground and let's do some push-ups. So you can do push-ups, regular push-ups if you like this, or you can do them off your knees. You can have your feet on the ground, which helps. You can also have your body almost kind of come to the ground when you come down. So this way it makes it a little bit easier. Now, another way to do push-ups as well, and make sure you can do them now, I'm just going to show you some examples, is you can also do them off of the table. When you do them off the table, you want to try to keep your body straight if you can. Now, oftentimes you're going to do like this, because it's a little bit easier, and that's perfectly fine. As your body starts to feel more stronger, more warmed up, naturally you will find doing it straighter like this may feel a little bit easier. But in the meantime, having your hips out a little bit is perfectly fine. And if the table is a little tough for you, you can even put your hands onto a wall and go up and down. You're not able to go as far, but it's still a nice way to engage our chest muscles, our triceps, and our shoulders. So now next, hope you are doing them while I'll show you those examples. So now, let's go into prone cobras. So lay on your stomach, thumbs up, feet up, and open. And then when you come out to the side here, go ahead and lift up slightly, and then come back to the middle. Now, if you need to rest your hands onto the ground, you can. Let's go and do this just 5 times. Ready? Let's begin. So it's open. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest for a moment. Now let's come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a short break. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a short break. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last break and back up. One more time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Now we're going to come up and do some burpees. So, because it's a modified practice, the way we're going to do our burpees will be like this. Hands to the ground. Let's go ahead and walk out. And if this feels good for you, stay here. And if you like to do a push-up, you can bring your knees down, come down for the push-up, and then you can walk or jump back, stand back up. Let's do that again. Hands to the ground. You can walk out or you can jump out. You do the push-up, and we're going to walk back on this one. So I'm going to do just a walking out, just holding it right here, and walking back and standing up. We're going to do that 3 more times. 3. Just a modified burpee. 2. And 1. Next is a pike push-up. So a pike push-up, we can come into a downward dog position. And we can hold it right here. And just holding it right here, you're going to feel your upper back, your shoulders activated and working. Now, we can come down just a little bit here so you can feel your shoulders work even more. Now, if this feels a little bit tough, you can also go back to that table. So, having your arms here, just like how you were in a push-up position. Earlier, we were talking about having your hips more straight, right, when you're doing a push-up. This time, you can have your hips push way out, have your head come downwards, and push back. So your head is coming towards between your hands, and then you can push back. This is also a nice way to do a modified pike. Now you can do the same thing on the wall as well. All right, so now let's come and do squats. So with squats, come as far as what feels comfortable for you. And if you're feeling your knees pop, you feel like it's kind of tight when you get down, or it's just kind of tough to do squats, coming back to that table, or even using a chair can really help. You can sit onto a chair and stand up. Sit onto the chair, and you can even sit onto it so you're not actually on the ground stabilized. You're just resting on the chair for a moment and then standing back up. This also works well, and it helps work on all the muscles required to start to strengthen your squat movement. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Next we have lunges. So we're going to hold on to this chair here. And with one hand onto the chair, for example, we can go ahead and step forward and back. And notice how I'm using the chair to help me stay balanced and to help me get back up. Now, another way to do it is you can just also slant with your legs slightly split and come down just a little bit. Just whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, and then we can switch. Keep in mind, you guys, that as I'm explaining these different modifications for you, find the modification that works well for you and continue to do those movements. Okay, so we can follow along and get our practice in. All right, so next we have leg raises. So we're going to hold on to this chair here. First thing we can do is we can sit onto the ground. We can lay down, and we can do leg raises, keeping our legs bent, having our hands here under the glutes. This will be a great way to activate the muscles in our abs and also working our hip flexors and strengthening our lower back. Now, if this is a little tough for you, you can also sit on this chair here and raise one leg, alternating them. This is a great way to start to engage your abs, working the hip flexors independently. Okay, let's go ahead and stand back up. This time we're gonna move into running in place. So we can go with a march, getting the knees up and having the arms move front to back as well. This helps us engage our core. And as you start to feel a little stronger, we can move faster, and eventually it can become a small running in place jog, having our feet move faster. Kicks. Make sure that you don't kick too hard. You're basically just raising your leg and extending it out in the front. This is great for hip mobility, great for balance. Let's go and do 2 more on each leg. 1, 1, 2, 2. Now let's do some strikes. And strikes is really good for the core. It's really good to work on the ability to reach and pull. And now let's go into jumps. So for jumps, we're just going to come off the ground just a little bit, the best you can. You don't have to come off too much. And if it feels kind of tough to come off the ground at all, maybe with pain in the hips or knees or ankles, you can also just go into squats as well. So we're going to do jumps for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to finish off with some planks. Let's come down to the ground. You can have your knees onto the ground and hold a plank this way. When you want to challenge yourself a little bit, come up. And come up for as long as you feel good, and then you can rest by bringing your knees back down and then holding it here. So we're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, guys. Okay, so now we're going to go into some stretching. So let's sit, have our legs forward, reach for our toes. Okay, now if this is kind of tough to reach, you can use like a towel and you can place it on the back of your foot and hold on to a towel as well. And another modification for you guys, if you find it really hard to bend forward when you sit down, is stand up and reach for your feet. Okay. This way you let the weight of your body come down naturally with gravity. Now, if you find that you kind of feel stuck at this position here, bend your knees. Okay. Bend your knees and try to get your stomach towards your thighs. What this will do is this will help you be able to stretch out the tension in your lower back. Okay. Now from here, you can remain standing up, which is usually the best position, and have your legs open. And now let's come down towards the middle. You can also do this sitting down, but standing up, the benefit is allowing our body weight to come down using gravity. Holding on to our legs. And if you can't quite touch the ground, that's where we can grab that chair again. You can grab a chair, put it right here in front of you, and now you can hold on to the chair and slowly go ahead and work your way down, having the comfort of this chair as stabilization. If it's too low for you, flip it around and do the same. Okay. So then now we go into a single leg stretch, stretching to the right. And again, if we need the balance, we need the support, you can have your chair close to you. Okay, using the chair is a really, really nice, powerful tool to be able to help us stay balanced, stay safe, and do what feels good for our body without having to strain ourselves, without having to feel worried that we may not be able to finish, the exercise or to do it comfortably. So then now next, we have a side bend. So with a side bend, you're in this stretched out wide position, hands onto your leg, and reach for the side. Okay. Now, if you need to have a chair, you can also do the same. And you can sit down, and then you can also reach for the side and have your legs come out. If your legs are too close, you fall. So having your legs open, this gives you stability on both sides, allowing you to be able to and stretch on both sides. Okay. Now we're going to put this chair up. We won't be using it for much anymore. Let's come to the ground. We're going to go into spinal twist. So let's lay onto the ground. And let's take our leg and bring it to the side. And our goal here is to be able to stretch out the spine, to twist it. If you can touch the ground with your knees, that's great. If you're right here in the middle, that's a good place to be at. And just rest your arms and do your best to look the other direction and just relax. And remember to breathe. Let's go and switch sides. Do the same on the other side. And now we're going to go into a double knee to chest. So we're going to grab our legs and just hold them here at the knees, or you can try to wrap them around a little bit. Just hold it right here and try to pull your legs towards your body so you can stretch out your hip flexors. This is a great way to relax your lower back as well. Now let's extend our legs and rest our arms. Take a deep breath in through our nose, out through the mouth. One more, deep breath in, and out. And now last is our plow. This can feel a little challenging. To do a plow move, we need to rock our body up. We need to catch our lower back here. Once we catch this, our goal is to take the feet and bring it to the ground. But catching our lower back is the most important. So sometimes you may find you're trying to swing up and you can't quite get your arms underneath. The tip here is to have your elbows planted firmly to the ground. Your hands are right here on the side, ready to catch your lower back. Swing it up and try to catch it. And once you have this, try to position your elbows underneath your back. So this way, it allows it to be much easier to support your weight. If not, you feel like you're holding half of your body weight. And then try to touch the ground. Now let's slowly come back down. Nice and easy. Okay, so now let's close our eyes. Deep breath through our mouth 20 times, in and out of the mouth. Follow my speed and tempo. Ten more. Take a deep breath in and exhale all of the air and hold your breath. And we're going to hold our breath here for 15 seconds. Five more. Deep inhale through the nose. Keep inhaling, keep inhaling, keep inhaling for 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. And slow inhale again through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let's give me one more deep breath through the nose and out through the mouth. And now just normal breathing in and out through the nose. Now, keeping your eyes closed, go ahead and come up into a seated position. Make sure to keep your eyes closed. So this is important so you're able to stay connected to your body. And you can also just sit in a regular cross-legged position as well. This is probably a little more comfortable sometimes. And you may find that you want to have something of a support on your back, which in that case you can have your back against a wall, which means you'd have to open your eyes for a moment for that. Or you can find that you can sit onto a cushion to elevate your hips if your hips feel a little bit tight. A cushion, a yoga mat, yoga block, anything to elevate your hips. So now we're going to go and take 5 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Go ahead and breathe with me. Let's go ahead and inhale. Deep breath, fully inhale, and exhale fully. Fully inhale. Fully exhale. Fully inhale. Fully exhale. Fully inhale. Fully exhale. Last one, we're going to hold this. Fully inhale. And go ahead and hold your breath once you get to the max. Hold it here for 15 seconds. And now slowly exhale through your mouth. Slow as you can. Once you have fully exhaled, return to normal breathing in and out through your nose. And we're going to finish up with a short meditation. Keeping your attention on your breathing as you breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And a method to help keep your mind more clear is by counting 5 seconds on an inhale and 5 seconds on an exhale. And if 5 seconds feel a little long, you can also do 4 seconds or maybe even 3 seconds. But counting in your mind allows your attention to focus on the present moment, on your breath. It's easier to not drift off. We're going to now sit in meditation for just a short bit and wrap up our practice. And now, whenever you are ready, go ahead and slowly open your eyes. And that concludes our practice for today. Thank you guys for joining me, and have a wonderful rest of the day.